to the Great Lakes Sportscast Monday morning review with Cleveland H2O. Let's get into the NFL. We got Sam Darnold against Aaron Rodgers, a matchup where they drafted and gave up on Sam Darnold. He came back to beat him. Aaron Rodgers did have a solid game. He was sacked 3 times, but it was 29 for 54, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns, and unfortunately he had 3 interceptions. For Sam Darnold, he was 14 for 31, 179 yards, and 1 interception. He was also sacked 4 times. Justin Jefferson in that matchup had 6 catches for 92 yards. So it had to feel good for to beat a team that drafted you. So again, the score to that one, 23-17. Minnesota Vikings. Next up, the Indianapolis Colts against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Famous Joe Flacco coming off the bench. 37-34, they take the victory. 33 for 44, 359 yards passes with 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. Alex Pierce had 3 catches for 134 yards, being the star player on that. Joe Flacco just continues to amaze me, and I'm starting to listen to some of the Cleveland fans. Hey, we probably should have kept him. Next, the Chicago Bears against the Carolina Panthers. Shout out to my family down in Asheville, man. You know, I hope everything's getting better quicker, man. I know it's a devastating issue with the hurricane, so I love y'all. And moving forward again, Carolina against Chicago. We're going to go ahead and highlight the rookies. Caleb Williams, who was 20 for 29, 296 yards and 2 touchdowns. They beat the Panthers 36-10. DJ Moore, revenge game, 5 catches for 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. Miami Dolphins against the New England Patriots. In days of old, that would have been a matchup of the week. But being that both of the quarterbacks kind of got a shaky situation in both teams. But again, T. Huntley showed up the ball, 18 for 31, 194 yards and a touchdown. 15-10 victory for the Miami Dolphins. Now, what is going on in Cincinnati? They lose again to the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson balling, 26 for 42, 348 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no picks. Zay Flowers, 7 catches for 111 yards. Welcome to the Great Lakes Live Sportscast Monday morning sports review with the Guardians and Tigers. The Tigers came to town and lost 7-0 on the first game. Game 2 will be today at 4 or 5 p.m., so y'all make sure to check it out, and hopefully they can keep it rolling. Next, we're going to have the NLDS preview, where we'll talk about the National League next. But right now, go ahead and, let us get into the New York Yankees against the Kansas City Royals. Controversial last pitch strikeout on one of the best players in baseball that allowed the Yankees to win that game. But I believe that Game 2, again, will be a little bit more competitive, and maybe KC can even that series up. The National League Division Series, we'll get into that a little bit later. But right now, let's just talk about patience at the plate, making the pitcher throw the pitches that you want, being effective on the base running, and controlling the pitching game. In baseball, everything comes down to pitching and defense, and you got to score runs. Those are the major things you got to do. And I was pretty impressed with how they took out from the first inning on. They were just on top of Detroit. Listen, they haven't beat Detroit Detroit haven't anybody upset that he came out of retirement after 1 year. When I seen him last on the podium, it looked like he was signing his death certificate. Like he was so sick and so out of it. But then the first chance he did to come back, he came back. Not only did he come back, he went down in the same state, a couple hours away. And so as Guardians fans, I wonder how that makes the fans feel. Okay, they were receiving some sort of success, so I'm not sure they're too expressed or too upset. But if you take a look at these 4 teams, which again, the Kansas City Royals, the New York Yankees, the Cleveland Guardians, and the Detroit Tigers, it looks like it'll be the Yankees and the Guardians, in my opinion, when it's all said and done, battling for the championship, the AL championship, and one of those, of course, will go to the World Series, which I anticipate that being Cleveland based on, having a 20-game lead. All year they've just been on top of it. All right, so that's our Monday morning wrap up when it comes to the ALDS. I hope you guys stay tuned, and hey, if you're not into baseball, get with me. As we go through the series, we can break down. If you have any questions, make sure you shoot them over to me. We can break it down and go over strategy and go over what you think will make whatever team successful. All right. Again, Great Lakes Sportscast. This is Cleveland H2O, and this is your Monday morning. Hey, y'all stay tuned. This is Monday morning review with Cleveland H2O. This is the Great Lakes Livecast Sports, aka the War Room, with myself. Make sure y'all check out our other shows, the Great Lakes Livecast, the podcast with Rap Sheet, and Bizam. And of course, the lady of the show, Miss Mika. Her show also, y'all can check that out on the Great Lakes Livecast platform as well, which is Love Reimagined. So y'all stay tuned, man. We're doing a lot of good things, getting a lot of big interviews and things of that nature. But y'all stay in tune when it comes to this tournament that we're about to drop. All my gamers, this is alert. So all my gamers, we're about to have the tournament of a lifetime. That's going to be Madden 25, NCAA 25, NBA 2K 25, Undisputed Boxing, MLB The Show 24. We're going to have the ultimate tournament down at the Sports Bar and Grill. We'll give you details on that. Stay tuned. And yeah, bring your own remote. So you put in work on your own remote. All right, the Great Lakes Livecast Sports with Cleveland H2O. They listen, they want to know.